Beastie Bay DX is a tribute to traditional turn-based RPG games, with over 1 million players singing high praise. Just what is it exactly that makes this game so addicting for so many players? Join me today as I battle out my review of the game and uncover if it is worth your time playing. Hey, I'm Bao. Help me, I've fallen into this Pokeball and cannot get up.
Much better. I review video games.
I've been craving a traditional RPG, which is why I've chosen to review Beastie Bay DX. In this game, you'll explore new lands and battle hordes of beasts to recruit a team of unstoppable monsters that you will use to dominate common chores like harvesting vegetables. The island adventure calls. Let's depart to our island by naming it Bao's Undella Bay. To start with, you are posed with a very difficult but familiar decision to choose between 3 beasts to catch, select from. Let's go for Morgana the cat and set off to conquer the Beast League and become the greatest champion beast trainer in all the lands. The game initially places you on a very small remote island alone with your starting beast. How dare you call her a beast? She's a marvelous specimen, but also apparently homeless.
Away with you! Back to your cesspit, beggar! I heard that she was caught stealing cans of tuna to feed herself and others. Talk about a real catfish.
But is it not fair to say that this island is our own home? Don't worry, Morgana. We will make this island a welcoming and hospitable place for all beasts around the world. Let's get Robin here building your shelter pronto. Oh yeah, this is Robin, our starting character. He kinda just appeared here on the island with Morgana. Oh no, he's just having a nap. Dear God, Robin, wake up. How can you in good conscience be having a sun nap as Morgana is out here shaking in her boots with no shelter? Let's get her a shelter built straight away. Landscaping to customize the surrounding island is one of the primary aspects of this game. You have access to building shelters for your critters and residents alongside uncovering new facilities with various uses. Looks like we also have an assistant here that's nowhere to be seen on the island. They must just be remotely communicating into this tiny island from somewhere across the world. They have sent a carrier pigeon messenger to let us know that undiscovered terrain is now able to be explored. Even as groundbreaking new land discoveries are uncovered, Robin just still continues to sleep. He's dreaming about what new hood to wear tomorrow. Alongside customizing your island, the land exploration is the other main gameplay objective. Your team of beasts will embark on a journey together through new lands to uncover treasure while defeating beasts that stand in the way. Morgana has got her claws sharpened for this crab that stands in the way of her treasure, but she also probably just wants a nibble of his crab shell. Battles will automatically initiate as your team ventures through the new unexplored lands. Prepare for trouble and make it triple. You are able to assemble your 3 most fearsome beasts to lead your expedition to take down any looming threats. I have a cat, but the crab enemy stands no chance, and they were boiled upon defeat? Dear God, what have I done?
Morgana really cooked that enemy. Well done.
Don't let Peter find out about this game, otherwise we'll have another terrible parody game on our hands. I can't believe in the year 2025, Flash games have died, but this abomination is still playable. To expand your forces to recruit new beasts, you are able to make use of the bait item to lure in enemies once they have reached their weakened state after lowering their HP in battle. Just remember to hold down the B button and the down arrow while throwing the bait for increased capture rate success. I'm going for the mega bait toss of the century here, and they left satisfied?
Hey, hold it right there. You just took my bait and ran. Turns out, I was the one that took the bait.
Oh, never mind. They ended up joining regardless after the battle. And just like that, we have our first team member that is joining Bao's Undella Bay, Krusty the Crab. And hey, look what other beast I wrangled in here. Oh, how do I pronounce this? Is it subscribe? 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 Subscribe. Subscribe.
Subscribe. And don't forget to like if you enjoy the video.
Your new beasts will end up settling into your island after being captured, and hey, check it out, Krusty has finished moving in. It seems that Krusty here is a little bit privileged and pretentious, as Krusty states that he expected a bigger house. Bruh, weren't you just living under a wave? This guy wants to be on the newest episode of Pimp My Shell. I don't understand why you're not happy with this fine land, Krusty. What do you even need the extra living space for? All you bought was a black belt, out of fashion jean jorts, and a cash register. coaster. Regardless, I don't want to see any of my beasts being disheartened, so let's fulfill Krusty's dream house ambitious by renovating his fancy haystack into a fully fledged barn. Welcome to the Barnacle. But hey, the Barnacle isn't just for looks and a shameless setup for an easy pun. No, this upgrade actually allows island visitors to spend income here.
Just don't say the word M-O-N-E-Y around Krusty.
Money, money, money.
Upon completing a land journey, you will be rewarded with the treasure you uncover and the land you have journeyed through, allowing you to expand your base of operations. You will also sometimes uncover new facilities which have been abandoned, which you can restore for visitors to use. Now, that's efficient island business, baby. Call me the island boy. No, forget about it, don't call me that. The beasts in this game have specific stats and unique types, which in typical JRPG fashion are more effective against certain monster types. So you'll have to consider which of your 3 party will lead in each expedition. You can adjust which monsters are on the main line using the left soft key.
My fingertips are too strong for these soft keys. Why did I train exclusively finger days?
Your beasts are able to use special abilities alongside their standard attack moves, which you will uncover when leveling up. This provides access to move pools including healing abilities and even giving Morgana here a legendary wind blade attack. The special abilities use limited MP, so you'll have to save them for important difficult battles and bosses to utilize them effectively. You also have the option to enable an auto battle setting at the bottom left hand corner to quickly breeze through easy fights without even having to press a single soft key. The auto battling isn't very effective against difficult fights or later bosses, but it is a great nifty feature for swiftly crushing through earlier fights on expeditions. One specific detail that I imagine people will either really like or dislike about capturing monsters is that their level is reset after being captured with bait. So if you are hoping to capture that amazingly beefed up over-leveled enemy to sail through the game, you will be stuck with a threatening monster who throws level 1 punches that hit like pillows. You'll have to grind them up to the rest of your party's level to make use of them in combat. Luckily, there are items such as the level up scroll to quickly get them up to scratch and speed in this process. As you progress through new lands to explore, you will inevitably encounter boss territory, with terrifying foes lurking on the horizon. Well, I don't see any reason to engage with rival landowners here. We are all entitled to our own land to live in. I have no desire to needlessly shed any carnage here. Wait a second. Dear God. Enhance! Does this boss have P. Pumpkin bound up and held as a hostage?
I want every gun we have to fire on that man.
Yes, thank you, Pigama. I'm glad you moved in, buddy, but we have a hostage situation on our hands here. Looks like we are finally here. But hold on, Robin has something important to say. I'm hungry? Dear God, does nobody have any urgency for saving the man that is literally bound up from savage beasts? You can wait around, Robin. Wait a second. Pigama? Is that you? You're the boss? Gotta catch them all? DMCA breach detected. DMCA breach detected. Can we copy strike? Wow, it's Bow.
No! My legacy!
But hey, check it out. We beat the boss, and everyone is now doing a celebration dance. Damn, Krusty has some moves. Something is telling me this isn't the first rave floor this crab has been to before. We have saved our precious damsel in distress. And P. Pumpkin even says he's our friend, and he wants to move into his own house. Oh, clear the way. Let's build only the finest house lodged on his own exclusive private island for this VIP.
Very important pumpkin.
I wonder what the first P in his name stands for. It's never stated. Peter Pumpkin? Percy Pumpkin? Or is he so committed to his brand name that he is literally Products Pumpkin? The business name is his name? Now that's efficient advertising. A living and breathing business ad.
Man, I can't even fathom how you would stoop so low to advertise that desperately.
Let me know what theories you have on what the initial P stands for in his name. After upgrading Mr. Pumpkin's initial base, he will open up his signature pumpkin product shop for you to buy new products at. You might notice at the top right hand corner there are 3 primary resources used throughout this game. The first is food, which is a vital resource used to replenish the stamina of your team when they are out exploring. After all, you can't hunt on an empty stomach. Next up we have wood. This is a resource for developing new structures on your island. And lastly there are metals. These are used for buying special items from the pumpkin product shop. There are also item amount caps for each of these resources, so it's a good idea to use them to expand your island with new structures so you can keep bringing in new resources. But as you progress through the game, you'll be able to expand your storage of these. This is a good time to quickly touch on what the DX in the title of this game means. Kairosoft previously released the original Beastie Bay as a free-to-play game with in-app purchases for resources and ads. The newer DX version removes all in-app purchases and ads for a small upfront cost. The DX version is my recommendation for which title to play, as you can access everything with no in-app purchases, but I encourage trying out the free version initially if you are unsure if you want to commit to paying for the title. Back to our pumpkin adventures, and Mr. Pumpkin has been curating a new hobby on the side of his usual retail shop endeavors, as he is able to upgrade your weapons using medals that you find. Wait a second, I completely forgot that Robin hasn't had a house upgrade this entire time. This poor gentleman has been sleeping under the stars each night just on a single sheet in the middle of an island, but for some reason, they aren't fazed by it in the slightest. To help Robin get some decent lodgings, we can place some trees and other nature blocks nearby. This is a part of this game's remodeling feature, which I'll cover a little bit later in the unique quirks section. Another key esteemed member of this title is the elusive chimpanzee, who once again returns, swinging back into action, this time as a young ape. I rescued young chimpanzee while on an expedition, and he immediately wanted to move into our island. He even claims to have an IQ of 108. Bro's proficient with it.
108 IQ, hey? I, with great interest, would love to hear about all of your monkey business.
Mr. Z will assist your travels greatly by offering researching services, allowing you to discover new buildings, game features, and quality of life improvements. All he asks for in return? Wood. When I see logs of wood, I see splinters. But oh ho ho, Mr. Z is a sophisticated fellow. When he sees wood, he sees opportunity. A nice improvement in this title is the ability to research multiple tasks at the same time. You can pitch in more wood to increase the rate of research completion. This is a significant upgrade compared to other titles where you just have to wait for each task to complete individually before starting the next. There really isn't any downside to researching everything you possibly can at once, while also adding priority to the tasks you need most crucial by throwing chimpanzee some extra wood.
That sentence didn't stick right with me.
One of the most crucial research topics is uncovering the ability to sail to new islands. This will allow you to depart from the very island you have become so attached to, Bowes Undella Bay, my beloved, and venture to new islands to find new foes and treasures. One of the first that you will uncover is Tiny Island, and wow, that is really true to the name. Careful there, Robin, if you so much as sneeze, you will plunge. Ah, there he goes. There is a surprisingly large amount of content to explore and uncover in this game, which is easily one of its greatest features. You can expect around 30 hours of playtime for completing the game and all of its side quests, which is insanely good value for the title only being $10. Unlike previous Kairosoft games, there aren't specific rank up requirements in this title. Instead, there is a list of trophy achievements provided by the esteemed Trophy King, which you can work towards unlocking naturally throughout your playthrough. I heard that a certain brave adventurer managed to defeat a high-level beast. Why does the Trophy King speak to me like I'm a toddler?
Well, that's nothing. I heard that a certain viewer of mine liked, commented, and subscribed.
But now let's move on to the unique features of this game. Like many other RPG titles, this game has a day-night cycle. Something that is introduced in this title are certain creatures that only appear during certain times. Look, it's a beast that only appears in the early morning.
Just like me when I haven't had my morning coffee, am I right?
It's pretty rare for them to come out when people are around.
Just like me when I haven't had my morning coffee, am I right?
To assist with taking down some of the most difficult monsters of the game, you can craft higher quality gear through the game's fusion system. If you find yourself under-equipped and struggling to take down a certain boss, it could be worthwhile to check out if you can fuse any equipment for significant upgrades. Auras are present in the game. When you come across threatening boss monsters, they will often unleash everything they have with a dangerous aura when they are backed into a corner. These moves hit extremely hard and increase the monster's strength significantly, so you'll have to utilize guarding moves and healing to withstand their sheer aura. But not to worry, Morgana has been farming aura herself. You are able to activate your aura after taking a significant amount of hits and using moves, building up this progress bar seen in the menu. Later in the game, you will unlock the ability to have reserve party members during battles. This gives the battling system a breath of fresh air that it desperately needs, allowing you to rotate in monsters for more diverse move pools. Building combinations aren't inherently directly featured in this game, but buildings and certain environmental tiles will still provide buffs to nearby facilities. Remodeling is this game's unique feature. Remodeling requires you to have a character or beast house nearby other specific facilities. After these requirements have been met, you are then able to remodel and rank up the house, providing various benefits, similar to Venture Towns and Dreamtown Island. This might not be everyone's cup of tea, and I can see why, as it severely limits how much creative control you have over decorating your island. Specific buildings will always be required to have certain facilities nearby to progress. This is something I definitely think can be improved. Rather than making it mandatory to progress, maybe have it as an optional bonus. And hey, speaking on what could be improved, let's peel back the most fundamental aspect of this game that could be enhanced. I'm of course referring to one of the most critical selling points of the game, the battles. The battling system in this game is just unfortunately painfully basic, having you repeatedly use standard attacks most of the time with little to no strategy. Having the ability to swap between your reserve monsters adds in some decent variety to the battles, but that's really all there is to it. Special moves and the auras are really the only things you control. It's a shame that one of the first Kairosoft RPG games doesn't have combat as its best feature. The world building and exploration is just much more interesting. There doesn't even need to be much added here to improve it. It feels like the combat is a basic blueprint for an RPG, just missing one or two fundamental features to really make it stand out and shine. The gameplay loop is just a bit too repetitive to keep you engaged for multiple playthroughs. I know we are talking about a game here that is over 13 years old in 2025, but there are games made in earlier years that implement simple battle additions to make them a lot more unique. A simple addition could be time-based action commands to dodge or counter, like in the Paper Mario series, to make each battle more actively engaging, or combination and finishing attacks similar to Persona to make it worthwhile collecting all monsters, just to provide a little bit more variation in each of the battles, which you will be doing a lot of. There's also just a huge amount of lazy text errors. There's always these issues with spacebars not being present in the game. I guess whoever was in charge of the dialogue of this game was really spacing out. But this is really the only criticism I have. The world building and exploration is great, the pixel art style does absolute wonders for this genre of gameplay, and exploring new islands is always a blast. The music and sound design of this title is another aspect of the game that isn't so great. The main themes are incredibly overused and repetitive for even Kairosoft standards. They are catchy at first, but you'll be hearing the same music a lot of times. RPG games are known for having a large variety in overworld and battle themes with lots of variations, so a revision of this game would tremendously benefit from more music variety and longer tracks. At this point, I think I have tamed a killer beast of a review for this title. Let's put together my final findings and rate this game. Beastie Bay is a solid RPG adventure with memorable world exploration and village building. There is a large variety of discoverable islands and monsters to encounter, which is easily this game's main best feature. You will cultivate and expand your very own island with plenty of charming residents, which is another enjoyable great aspect of the game, but the title's main shortcoming lies within its battles. While the pixel art designs and monster variety are top notch, the battling is rather bare bones and leaves a lot to be desired. You will go through most battles using basic repeated attack patterns, occasionally swapping out to your reserve team. In my opinion, the game would have benefited greatly by introducing a couple more battle moves or mechanics on top of special moves and reserve members. On the plus side, the bestiary is a fantastic collection, and it is extremely fun hunting down all the monsters to add to your team, making Beastie Bay a quirky and lovable simulation game. Beastie Bay expedites a great 7 out of 10.
Overall, Beastie Bay is an enjoyable title, and it's an exciting RPG vision for Kairosoft.
It's a shame that the aspect of the game that could be improved the most is battling, a core RPG mechanic, but this doesn't hold back how great the world building, monster collecting, and exploration is. Kairosoft have since made a whole variety of other RPG titles which arguably improved Beastie Bay's shortcomings, so be sure to like and subscribe to stay tuned for when I review those games. What did you think of Beastie Bay? Are you tempted to complete the bestiary and complete them all? Let me know in the comments below if you enjoyed the look of the game. Thanks again for watching the entire video. Comment Beastie Bow to let me know you watched the entire thing. Thanks again, and as always, I'll catch you in the next one.
Hey, wait a second, what's under here? Oh, I didn't expect to find you here. Y'all can skedoodle now. Hold on a second. Have you liked and subscribed? Well, I would really appreciate that. Otherwise, it'll be curtains for me.